is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. For those who do not know me, my name is Evan Andrews and welcome to my channel, where on this channel we are talking everything creative from videography, photography, and all around graphic design. So for those who have not been here before, please go and subscribe to my channel. It helps me in the algorithm. Like this video, because today's video is going to be a short, sweet, and simple one, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes of my YouTube setup here at my home office slash kitchen area, because yes, I do not have a real office. I work out in the kitchen. So I wanted to do this video today to kind of show you guys how simple it is to have something that you can do at home, and it doesn't take a lot of setup. One small disclaimer, this video is going to be about my setup that does change periodically. It does not stay like this 100% because I do have children, I do have a family, so I cannot just leave everything up in my own room or anything like that. So full disclaimer, this stuff does not stay like you see it, or like you will see it later in this video. It will change and comes down every time I'm done shooting on Tuesdays. So without talking about it more, let's get into and check out what my home studio looks like for my YouTube videos. First off, the biggest key thing for any video is having adequate lighting. So for my setup, I use 3 simple lights to light my studio, and I have a newer light which is pitched up and about at a 45-degree angle that acts as kind of my main key light, and I have it offset from my camera for a little bit more of a dramatic feel. I have a filler light on this side of me just off to the right of the camera, and it is kind of filling in those shadows that would be a little bit too dark that would be on the camera side. So I have that about 5 feet away from me and just off behind the camera. Now that's the one big thing that I can't leave around because it's kind of floating around in the middle of my kitchen. Hey, you know, it's just one of those things that I wish I could leave up, but I can't. So behind me, you will see the blue light that I have, which is just another newer brand light that is just like my main key light, but I do not have the reflective filter on it, and I have the blue filter over it to give it some color pop in the background. The package of newer lights that I bought came with red, yellow, and blue, and you'll see me cycle through those periodically throughout my videos when you go back and watch them. A backlight is definitely key for lighting up that background and giving just some depth to the video and making it a little bit more interesting to look at. I realize that a kitchen is not the coolest thing to look at, but it's what I'm given and it's what I have to work with, so it works for me and I'm making the best of it. The next thing that's very important for your YouTube setup is having good audio. If you don't have good audio, nobody's gonna wanna watch your videos. And for my audio, I have a small shotgun microphone that I have put up on an iCan T-stand, and I have it just off above my computer right here above me. Usually I'm using this right here. It's an old Rode video mic shotgun microphone, but right when I started filming today, the batteries ran out, so I have to replace those. So today I have exchanged it for a smaller Rode video microphone that is taking its place, doing a great job, I might add. So these two options, they're not very expensive, maybe about $100, $150 between the two of them. It's not that much to, you know, get good quality audio. Just have something external that's not coming from your camera and you should be pretty good. The next thing that is kind of important is having some sort of desk setup, especially if you're doing how-to tutorials like some of the stuff that I do on this channel. We want to be able to get into the computer, and I just work off a simple MacBook with an external monitor. It works pretty well. I have learned that having a bigger desk is usually a little bit better, because sometimes I want to have my camera maybe on the desk and get more of somewhat of a front angle and be able to change it up a little bit. When I have a small tripod like I have and a bigger desk like I have a little bit more options on maybe what I have for my different camera angles. That'll do it for kind of the smaller things that you need for shooting a YouTube video and having a YouTube studio, but the most important #1 thing that you need is a camera of some sort. Now today you can get away with using fancy iPhones or even really good Androids or Samsungs or something like that. The video quality does pretty well. I'm still a fan of a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, and the setup that I currently am working off of, which you are seeing me through right now, is a Sony a7 III. I got this camera maybe about 6 months ago or so. It was kind of an upgrade to what I had been using in the past, which in a past video, if you haven't seen it already, I mentioned, you can go up here and watch it. My Canon T3i was my trusty workhorse for like 10 years, but I have since upgraded and it works for what I need it to do. So all in all, you really don't need that many things to create a successful YouTube studio. You need lighting, you need sound, and you need a camera. So those are just kind of the three basic things that you need. And if need be, you could do it in a closet, but having a bigger space does make for a more interesting frame and picture. So the bigger the studio you can have, the cooler you can make it. I've been given this small area from my kitchen. That's my back door there right behind me. So, you know, you work with what you got, and what I have does work for me. So I'm happy with it, and I've made the best that I can out of it. Now, do I hope to someday get into the future and have something that I don't have to put up and take down every week? Yes, that's the goal. But you know, we're here just living our dreams and trying to do what we can. So thank you everybody for watching today. I hope you got a little bit of an insight on how you can easily create a simple YouTube studio in places as small as your kitchen. So to overview, you need simple 3-point lighting, sound, and a camera. And like I said, you can get away with using the camera that you have in your pocket, in your phone, and some simple lights that you may have around your house. Don't go crazy with it right when you start. You don't need an $800 key light and $400 filler lights or anything like that. You can get away with some simple stuff for around maybe $300, not including your camera, to create the setup that I have here created today. So I'll put some links in the description to some of the products that I do use. I'm not getting paid from these guys. I'm not doing any affiliate marketing. I'm just trying to help you guys out with the simple stuff that I have, because, you know, I understand how working on a budget impacts your life, especially for those out there who have families and are trying to build something for themselves. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for next week, where we are going to be releasing something that I have no idea what we're going to do yet, but I'll think about that this weekend and get back to you guys. So until then, stay tuned and peace out, you guys.